I am Sherolyn Sellers. I am the Senior Manager of Agile Process Delivery at Autotrader.com. Interestingly enough, when we first started our Agile transformation, we purposefully stayed away from a tool. We wanted to learn the actual methodology. We wanted to get the teams acclimated with the sticky notes, just to get used to doing the operating, delivering in a different manner than waterfall. At the time, we weren't looking, but it just seemed like a perfect introductory time because the team was missing the artifacts. They were missing being able to go somewhere and look at an Excel document or look at some sort of a Word document, and yet we were still saying get used to the actual methodology, get used to the stickies. But with version 1, when they came along, they were able to actually go into the system during our trial period and load actual stories and load actual useful data, which I think helped them adopt it so much easier. Version 1 just happened to be the simplest all around, to be quite honest. The actual implementation of it itself, the usability, to have the team members be able to come in and kind of see an example of it, walk through it at a high level. We literally sent a couple of our lead VAs to the offices in Alpharetta, and they spent an afternoon with the people at version 1, and just that quickly they were almost masters of the system. So the usability was a big deal for us. And number 2, it was an overall simple implementation, meaning the people at version 1 that we integrated with, the support that we got, the follow-up phone calls just to make sure that everything was sticking, were we experiencing any hurdles. I mean, all that was just like A-class. Well, the overall value of version 1 to Autotrader has really been immense, in my opinion. The reason I say immense is, again, we started off without even thinking about a tool in mind. One of the problems that a lot of companies face is when you undertake such a large transformation or process change, like going from waterfall to a more iterative or agile delivery method, more often than not, companies will take a tool and make the tool become embedded in the process. I think that version 1 as a standalone tool works so well to support other processes as you're making the transition. So it's not like you're learning a brand new process, net new way to do business. Oh, and on top of that, let me now learn how to do this tool. It's as if it was custom designed to support that, and I think that's what makes it so invaluable in terms of supporting our transformation. Version 1 has helped enable us to support both practices of the Kanban lead and the Scrum Master. Kanban is at our portfolio and program levels. We use kind of a variation of a SAFe model, and our Scrum Masters are at our delivery team levels. And we've learned that both resources or skill sets leverage version 1 in a different way, but they all come together for the same common good, which is for overall reporting and tying it back to the portfolio and initial investments from our leadership. And so we have weekly forums where we sit with our Scrum Masters and with our Kanban leads to understand how they're using the tool, best practices, and we start to share that. And as a result, we're building our own community of practice, if you will, on what works best at Autotrader with leveraging version 1. Hands down, the teams love version 1. As I mentioned, there's a long line still of people that want to get into the tool, but we're watching and making sure that we're not muddying the waters too much. But yes, everyone that is thinking Agile, everyone that has an Agile frame of mind, they want to be in version 1.